What's good, guys? It's your boy Kev, and today I'm going to be showing you and I'm going to be reviewing how driving the Tesla Model Y feels. So let's just jump straight into it. All right, so obviously right now I'm parked. I parked overnight at the charging station that is in the building across from mine's. So, you know, everything is real simple in this car. Just to put it in drive, it's almost like the older cars, or if you think about like the newer cars, like some Mercedes-Benz and things like that, the shift knob is right, well, the shifter is right here. So you're just gonna put it in drive. You're gonna see on your screen that you're in drive. You're gonna start off on brake hold, and then you just take off, which is what I'm gonna do now. You know, right now I have the drive mode set in standard. So you're gonna have two different types of drive modes. You're gonna have standard, and you're also going to have chill. The difference is a lot, you know what I'm saying? No matter which one you drive in, you're still gonna feel a lot of power, but when you're in standard mode, the takeoff is just absolutely crazy. I do wish that they would have put a ludicrous mode in this car, but listen, you know, you're not gonna die without it. I'm sorry that you guys got to see the back of my head, but this is the best way I could show you the drive, based off of, you know, my mounting over here. But, you know, overall drive wise, it is such a smooth car. This car has about 7,000 miles on it, so, you know, I have, you know, put it through the test, but I'm actually about to hop on the highway. This way you guys can really see me, you know, open it up, and I can, you know, show you guys how autopilot and all of that works as well. This is the full self-driving. I did buy that. It does cost an additional $10,000. It is absolutely worth it in my opinion. You know, I wouldn't get this car without it. The reason that I mounted the camera on the ceiling is so that way you guys can see my screen, and then you guys can kind of see like my driver's vision in a sense, because I'm about to hop on the highway and I'm about to take off. Going on to the entrance now. 0 to 60. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a car geek. So I don't know exactly how fast is 0 to 60. Don't kill me. I believe it's like 4 seconds. You could get the upgrade, but it's another $2,000, and you save I think it's 0.3 seconds, which to me, you know, I'm not racing Dom Toretto, so for me it's not that serious. But you know, let's check it out. Right now I'm just rolling at like a nice calm, 60 miles per hour. You know, another thing you got to get used to in this car when you're driving it is the regenerative braking, because as soon as you let go of the accelerator, the car starts pulling back. You know, it's really almost like any other car, except you don't really coast as with a normal speed. So that's the part that you need to get a little bit used to. My wife hates it. Here we are. Nice little Tesla Model 3 there. I'm just waiting for a nice opening, and then I can really, you know, and the crazy thing is right now I'm going 71 miles per hour, and you don't really feel it. It's so smooth. It really is. All of your alerts are gonna come out on the screen. You get what I'm saying? So another thing is that you guys have to be on the lookout for is whether you're using Tesla Vision or if you have the radar. Again, I don't really understand the biggest difference between the two. I believe I have Tesla Vision, which is really just using the cameras versus a radar. So you're gonna see the incoming traffic from here. And right now I'm pretty much gonna take off. I'm at 103, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. This is an amazing drive. I'm kidding you not. It's so fun. I obviously I can't show you the 0 to 60 on the highway, but if you saw how fast I just got into 100 miles per hour, it's absolutely crazy, this car, man. absolutely crazy. I love this car. But back into the screen, you're gonna have your GPS navigation on there, your music, everything for the car is on the screen. But in terms of like safety, there's obviously no blind spot sensors because you have your cameras. So it'll let you know here where your car is. If you're getting too close to something, it'll turn red, orange, you know, things like that. You could also open up your cameras, you know, but to drive with this on, it's a little weird. You know, that's your backup camera and your two side cameras right there. Just get out of there. If you haven't taken out a Tesla Model Y for a test drive yet, you definitely have to. I'm telling you, it's love at first pedal mash. That's the best way I can explain it. I love this car. I don't know how many times I've driven past my exit because I'm just having fun with this car. So again, this is the regular standard mode. In terms of my steering, I do have it in a sport steering setting, and that's just so that my steering is a little bit tighter. But you do have 3 modes. I believe you have standard, chill, and sport. It's you know, just takes off. It's like it's something out of the Jetsons, you know. And I can only imagine what the Model S and the X plaid versions are gonna feel like. That must be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I've watched so many videos on those, and I'm gonna test drive one of those soon. So, you know, stay tuned for that video. Look, again, like, it's just, I'm gonna calm down my speed a little bit. I'm gonna come down to a nice little 60. Again, like nothing. Like nothing. Crazy. I think the title of this video is just gonna be crazy, because that's all I can just say about this car. My exit's all the way on the right hand side. How the hell am I gonna get over there? This is how I'm gonna get over there. Hopefully there's no cops out here. Unbelievable. You know, just driving this car every day is an amazing feeling. I love it. I love this car. I love it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it into a standard mode, just so that you can kind of see the difference. You're gonna go into your driving menu and you're gonna put it into chill. I'm sorry, so that I was just in standard. I'm gonna put it in chill. So now when you're in chill mode, you'll know because it'll show it right here on the bottom. So as I put it in chill mode, you'll feel it. You lose a little bit of acceleration. You know, this is if you're like you're trying to do just local streets, or you're not really trying to mash the pedal. But even if I mash this pedal right now, it'll still take off. It's just a little bit delayed, you know, and it's not even a massive delay. But I'm pretty sure you can feel and see the difference. However, chill mode does help you with your battery life, from what I understand, because when you're in standard mode, you get caught away, you get caught up. You're driving 80-90 miles per hour like nothing, and you're just zooming. Chill mode, you know, it's almost like all right buddy, relax a little bit, you know, take it easy, you know. And you can feel the difference also when you're in autopilot and full self-driving. You know, it's not like you turn on full self-driving and you don't feel the difference between the two. You definitely feel it. I'll tell you one thing I don't like about the full self-driving is that even if there is a traffic light, it can still sometimes you'll get an alert to start stopping, and it's like, bro, the light is green. What are you telling me to stop for? Again, you know, this isn't beta, so you do have that, you know, that to remember there. So I'm approaching another entrance to the highway. I'm on the way to work right now, so I'm filming this right before work. But I'm gonna show you guys, you know, what the full self-driving is like, because I did make a video on it before, but you know, it didn't come out exactly how I wanted it, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it now. So to set up autopilot, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit down the drive stalk twice, and you're gonna hear the boom boom. You know, you're gonna see a circle, which is your max speed of what you don't want the car to go over, and the blue circle with the steering means that, again, you're like in a, almost like in a lane departure mode. You know, if you have navigate on autopilot, you know, you're gonna have that full self-driving. However, right now I'm not gonna be able to like switch lanes and things like that, like on its own, because it's not like on a full highway. For that to be an ability, you're gonna see it when I hop on a highway, it's gonna turn into like one single lane. It'll change by itself, but I have to engage it. So I just engaged it. You see, I just got an alert for to stop, you know, that to continue. If I want to look at this guy. If I want to stop for the traffic, but it's like it's a green light, so I don't want to stop, you know. You're gonna see right now. Hope there's no traffic on the way to work. That would suck. Also, you gotta watch out with phantom braking. That shit is annoying. The guy behind me is probably like, is this guy really recording a video right now? Or why is his tripod on the ceiling? Look, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. Watch this turn. The car just, there you go, baby. There you go. Ah, look at that. Look at that. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I love this. Most of the time that I'm driving to work, I have an hour-long drive, I'm just, you know, in full self-driving. Every 30 seconds or so, you have to like touch the steering wheel. It just wants to make sure that you're there and you're not chilling in your back seat like the guy that got arrested a few times already. But it's absolutely crazy. And then if you wanna like give it more speed, on the right wheel right here, you just press that. Well, you don't press it, you like scroll it up, and now you're adjusting your speed. So I went from 45 to 61. I like to drive at a calm 72, and now my speed is gonna pick up when there's no traffic. You could set up the car where you don't have to engage the turn signal by yourself. Me personally, I like to be in control of that, because I don't want to just keep going back and forth from lane to lane. You know, I rather just be calm in one lane right now. So again, I'm in full self-driving. You know, I have my feet crossed. You know, I have some traffic coming up. Let's see what it feels like. It's telling me to apply, you know, some pressure to the steering wheel. Once it turns blue, once you start turning blue up here, it's letting you know, like, yo, pay attention, because I'm about to turn this shit off. You know what I'm saying? So don't ignore it. That you know, put some pressure on the steering wheel for that long, because you will get that. Another thing that you can't do while you're in full self-driving, or you gotta be careful with, is you can't go over a certain speed. Once you go over a certain speed, you know, it's nerve-wracking sometimes, because some people they just drive like terrible, you know. And if they're driving terrible and you don't have your hands on the wheels, you're like, you know. So, but if you go over that max speed that you have set, or if you just go over, if you're just like going at a ridiculous speed, it'll give you a warning, like a chime, but it'll also tell you to take control over the wheel, and it'll put you on timeout is the best way I can explain it. It'll put you in timeout and say full self-driving or autopilot is not available for the rest of the trip because you're on timeout. You're a bad boy or a bad girl. The way to engage it again after you get deactivated is you would have to pull over and pretty much turn the car off and turn it back on, and that way you technically completed your trip. You know, the looks that you get in this car while you're in full self-driving is crazy, you know, and especially when you're talking to your ceiling. But I'm telling you guys, if you guys have been thinking about getting yourself into a Tesla, you definitely have to do it. Stop thinking about it and just do it. It is an undescribable feeling, you know, when you're driving these cars. And I know it's just a car. It really is. It's just a car. It's just like any other car. But it's not. You know, it's really not. And then, you know, you have so much peace of mind. You know, sometimes we are not in the best state of mind to be driving. Maybe we're a little stressed out. Maybe you're a little tired. Maybe you're a little angry and you're driving a little bit faster than you need to. You put this thing in full self-driving and it takes over for you. I pay a lot a month for this car, and the way that I justify it is half of what I'm paying for this car is like me paying for a chauffeur. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go to work the whole hour just like this. Just like this. Just like this. Relaxed. You know, and again, that's why I enjoy this car so much, you know. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully, you know, this was, you know, helpful to you guys, and you guys were able to maybe get a better idea of what the drive is like. You know, go out and test drive one of these cars. You know, don't just watch these videos and not do it. You know, I ordered my car and then I test drove it afterwards. You know, not my actual car, but I went and test drove a like model. But you definitely want to have a feel for these cars before you get it, because the wait time for these cars is crazy. You know, there's people that wait over a month just to get a VIN number. If you haven't driven one of these cars, it's frustrating. It'll always be frustrating. But when you test drive this car and you know how it drives, and you're waiting for that freaking VIN number, and you finally get it, and you finally get that car, you know for a fact that it was well worth the wait. Well worth the wait. So, peace and love, much happiness. Stay tuned for my next video. You know, if you haven't checked out my last video, I talk about the 5 things that I can't stand about this car. It was actually 4 things because I forgot the 5th. I got a cop coming up right on the side of me. Let's see if he looks over at me. Let's see if he looks over at me. No, he didn't look over at me. But top 4 things that I can't stand about these cars. I hope you guys enjoy that one. And again, just follow, like, subscribe, share, you know. And if you're thinking about getting a Tesla and you haven't ordered it yet, right, click the link that I have at the bottom of this video, and that way you can get yourself 1,000 miles of free supercharging, and that way I can get 1,000 miles of free supercharging, and we can both be happy, because that supercharging adds up. I'm gonna drop a video about supercharging too, because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. It's not charging these cars is not the cheapest thing. It's really not the cheapest thing. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't want to get too much into that one. I'm gonna save that one for the next video. And again, much love, peace, and happiness. I'm out.